Hello and welcome everybody to Acrisure Stadium, one of the most historic fields in all of football, formerly Heinz Field. Now moving on to new names and new beginnings. With a different quarterback for the second year in a row, it's going to be Kenny Pickett holding the reins for the Pittsburgh offense as they have a tall task at hand up against the San Francisco 49ers traveling across the country for this historic matchup. Two incredible NFL franchises in the Super Bowl era. Should be exciting to see who comes out on top for both these squads. As we are getting ready for kickoff right around the corner, it is going to be Brock Purdy to start for San Francisco today after a little bit of controversy between him, Trey Lance, and maybe even Sam Darnold. That is the decision that we have made as we are already set for kickoff, and underway we go with the kickoff from Jake Moody. Return taken by Gunnar Olszewski up the middle to the 25-yard line. Not gonna lie, I did not mean to skip already to kick off, yet here we are. So I gotta get on my grind now, that's what that means. But it's good to have everybody tonight here on a Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Actually, I'm kind of on my grind right now. That was the quickest I've ever accomplished that, but it is done and done. What's good, Hogs? What's good, XSM? What's good, Eggs Off? And of course, many more to come very soon. Well, another day of W uploads. You boys know the drill by now. Good looks. Kenny Pickett, year number 2 in the black and gold. Looking for a successful first drive. Post-rookie season, rolling left, throwing on the run. That's incomplete. Ready for Chili? I am too. I am as well. Give it a moment. I guarantee it'll buffer and he'll show up. To be fair, I kind of speed ran through pregame. Don't usually do that, but it is what it is. Kenny Pickett in the shotgun. Najee Harris directly behind him in the backfield will get the carry left side, looking for blocking. Doesn't have much of it. Fred Warner winning his defensive battle. And that sets up an early 3rd and 8. This is going to be the biggest part of the game today. How does San Francisco's defense do against the Steeler offense? Like I said before, it should be a mostly defensive battle between these two squads, but which defense will be better? Early 3rd down here for Kenny Pickett and the Steelers offense from the 28-yard line. Pickett back to pass, looking for his first completion. Gonna heave it deep down the right side. It's batted down and complete. Oh, he ain't missed much. Just couple Kenny Pickett incompletions and what should have been a Taylor Hufanga interception. Is what it is. Presley Harvin III on for the punt. Steelers go 3 and out on their opening drive. Return will be taken from the 28 up the right sideline, and that is the former Pittsburgh Steeler, Ray McLeod. Out comes Brock Purdy. Probably one of the luckiest, yet most successful. You can call it what you want. Call it luck, call it skill. But Brock Purdy had a most dominant year, considering he was Mr. Irrelevant in the NFL draft last year. The Niners, somehow, some way, made it all the way there. It's the NFC title game, despite their quarterback issues. Goes to show how deep this team is in every position, including quarterback. Handoff CMC, the first play from scrimmage is the first down. Good start here for the Niner offense. Gain of 11 for Christian McCaffrey. This team only gets scarier, and they've only added to the depth, adding, let's see. Yeah, Javon Hargrave, you know, that guy from Philadelphia. Gain of 11 on Christian McCaffrey's first carry of his first full season in San Francisco. Purdy rolling left and throwing on the run. He's got Deebo Samuel getting halfway to the line to gain. I mean, I would say given Purdy's circumstances, or rather the team's, you can't really complain about his performances. I was rather impressed by how he did. He did fall apart in that last game, but it is what it is. Purdy and the Niners already into Steeler territory. Just 2 plays into their drive. Purdy going play action. Flushed out left, throwing on the run. He's got Kittle trying to cut back inside. He's stuck up well. There's Minkah Fitzpatrick. Pick up a 4. Brock Purdy starts out 2 for 2. It's going to be a matter of who owns the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football today as well. 3rd down and 1. The Steelers, one of the better teams defensively in these 3rd and short scenarios, as that's an example right there. TFL, and McCaffrey goes backwards. Keanu Benton. Loss of half a yard. And that'll be an interesting scenario here on 4th and 1, especially with a rookie kicker. And they're going to decide to punt it away here. Mitch Wisnowski on for the punt. Trying to pin the Steelers inside their own 5-yard line if he can, and that might have just done it. The bounce is going to determine the spot, and he gets it down to the 4. We'll play it by Wisnowski. Bernard's are going to win 24-7. I'd be shocked if it was that high scoring. This is going to be like a 10-3 type game. And like overtime as well. I have a very strong feeling for whatever reason. It seems like that might be the case. Kenny Pickett and the Steelers back on offense. Their defense gets the job done as well. Starting from their own 4, handoff Harris up the middle, breaking away for a gain of 9. And that's a good second carry for the Alabama running back. I wonder where Chili is. That's a good question. What could bro possibly be doing? He said he wouldn't miss today, but he's missing today. Pickett under center on 2nd down and a yard. Dropping back, looking to pass as he will throw right side. The first down for Pittsburgh. That dude thinks he's a part of the team or something. He is not. Bro's in a full jersey. Bro's in an Allen Robinson jersey, though. That's kind of a W. Forgot to talk about him, the recent acquisition for the Pittsburgh offense. After the first down for the Steelers, Pittsburgh will go to an empty backfield. Here comes pressure. Pickett flushed out right, throwing across the middle. He's got him in. There's Freiermuth, the gain of 9. Hafunga on the tackle. That's what I'm saying. I'm about a message, bro. What is blood doing? Can't be anything important. Surely. He can't be missing a day like today, bro. 2 receivers left and right for the Pittsburgh Steelers on 2nd down and a yard. Kenny Pickett going to throw another pass right side, and again there's a first down to Freiermuth. Let's see what bro has to say. Just send him a Discord DM. Anyways, there is a full house on the Niners tonight. Not a single person in the Google form picked the Steelers, which is interesting. So we'll see how this one plays out. Pittsburgh now, back-to-back first downs. As Pickett will go play action. Step it up, throwing to Najee Harris, who is stuck up by Fred Warner. In my opinion, the best middle linebacker in the National Football League today. And it's fitting that he's in the NFC West. The AFC North and the NFC West is where the strongest linebackers belong. That's just what I think. Approaching the 1-minute mark of the first quarter, it's 2nd and 4. Little pitch here from the Steelers. That's surprising, but it didn't surprise Fred Warner. Loss of half a yard for Harris. See if bro messaged me back. Nope, he did not. Interesting. All right. Hopefully he's enjoying life indeed. 3rd down and 4 for the Steelers. Harris is going to block here. Pickett going to throw a screen his direction. Looking to get there. Breaking ankles, but not going to break the line to gain. No competition, I agree. Everybody else that has given him comp the last couple of years have fallen off. But I would agree with that analysis. Presley Harvin on for his second punt of the day. We said it would be a defensive battle, and it's living up to the hype. As that looks like a pretty big boot there from Harvin. Fair catch called for at the 18-yard line. And that's where Brock Purdy will begin his second drive with 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Mr. Irrelevant 2022 back on offense with the Niners. Try to get them on the board first. As a hand up here to McCaffrey with a penalty marker down. He breaks away for a gain of over 15. But we'll check on the penalty. And it's coming back. All for none. Spencer Buford, the right guard, the guilty party. Always going back in those scenarios. You are absolutely right. So we're going to have one more play before the end of the first quarter, I think. Unless they line up and then run the clock. Which they will do, exactly as I imagined. That brings us to the end of one, score 0-0. First down at 15, entering the second quarter after the holding penalty. McCaffrey stands to Purdy's right, as Brock Purdy is going to go across the middle, incomplete. Purdy didn't even try to pretend he wanted to complete that or something, bro. That's crazy. That was a nefarious pass from Brock Purdy. Oh, man. Anybody know where he went to school? It was Stanford, wasn't it? I don't remember. Second down and 15. Full receiver look here for the Niners. Handoff McCaffrey up the middle. He is shut down. There's TJ Watt. Loss of a yard on the play. Like I said, all defense. All defense doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, though, to be honest with you. I'd rather see good defense than bad offense. The holding call in the TFL makes it third down and 16 here for the Niners. Steelers rush for Purdy. Flushed out right, throwing on the run. He's got McCaffrey, but he is pushed out of bounds after a gain of 6. And we will punt again. I'm telling you, the final score is going to be like 10-3 in overtime. I mean, it'll be an absolute wizard. Nice to see with all the offense. It's true. We had a pretty high-scoring game yesterday. Wisnowski on for the punt once again. Each team has now punted twice. As fair catch called for by Olszewski at the 37-yard line. Once again, here comes Kenny Pickett. That man might have the easiest job in the world, to be quite honest with you. I mean, bro can play like a complete robot for 58 minutes, and then he can drive his team down the field in a 2-minute drill and win the game, and he's a hero in Pittsburgh. That's how it was all year last year. Pickett and the Steelers back on offense. Handoff here to Harris up the middle. This time he gets good blocking across midfield. Maybe some Steeler offense on the way. I'd like to see somebody score. That would be pretty cool. As we're under 5 to go now in the first half, this stream is flying. Once again, Pickett going to hand off to Harris. Left side he goes, and he is wrapped up by Fred Warner. Najee Harris having the best day out of anybody on the offensive end, averaging over 6 yards per carry. See if he can keep that up. Back-to-back carries here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. See if they give Harris a breather. If they give him the rock once again, they'll get a little counter, and that's going to be well played there for Pittsburgh, a gain of 11. First time of the season, maybe? Nah, I doubt it. Most ties you don't expect. Like, most ties are usually like somebody's ahead by 3 or 7 the whole game. And then they go to overtime, and they just completely shut down. I mean, we only had one tie last year. That was Raiders-Broncos. Empty backfield here for Pittsburgh means Pickett is going to have to throw the football. Good blocking. Pass left side is going to be caught somehow in bounds. That's a big-time catch on the sideline by Calvin Austin III. Oh, chilly. Now second down and 4 after the toe-tapping catch on the sideline by Austin. Pickett going to throw to Harris out of the backfield. He's got the first down near the red zone. Najee Harris doing it all on the ground, through the air, you name it, he's got it. Still scoreless halfway through the second quarter. We've played 9 minutes of football with no points. Can Pickett change it here? Launching towards the end zone, and there it is, right on cue, wide open. There's George Pickens. George Pickens, one of the biggest menaces in the NFL, and what better team for him to be on than the Pittsburgh Steelers, has their first touchdown of the 2023 season. Next week when I'm only going to have like 2 points. I know, it's tough out here, bro. You got a better chance flipping a coin than getting it right. Niners are going to win this year, or this game, don't worry about it. I'm fairly confident. Long-time Steeler kicker Chris Boswell on for the extra point. As it is up on the way and good. Steelers take an early 7-0 lead. Now I say this game has tie potential. I think so. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about, merch. If I were to make merch or whatever, like, let's just say a basic t-shirt. What would you guys pay for, like, a basic t-shirt? I'd probably design it. I don't think it would be my logo, because that would look different. I would probably just have some, like, basic brand name clothing. Like, I'd just have, like, MSG somewhere printed on there or something. I mean, what do you guys think is a fair price? Like 20, 25 bucks, something like that? Because obviously, it's going to cost some for me to make it, especially in bulk and stuff. McLeod on for the kickoff return, shut down at the 18. And obviously this by no means means that anybody is going to be buying anything. I'm just trying to get a reasonable, like, consensus from the chat. Just to see. I mean, I've looked at a bunch of different websites so far, and they're not easy. It's going to take a couple days for me to learn, like, how to do it. 50 V-Bucks facts, bro. 25? All right. I was thinking if I can do 20, I'd like to, but I don't know if I would be losing money there or not, so we'll see. Two backs in the backfield here for Purdy on 1st and 10, who will throw right side out of the backfield. There is Brandon Ayuk. I feel like 20 to 25 is a fair price, but anything over that, like a sweatshirt I get if you're going to charge 40 or 45 for it, because it's obviously longer, a hood, more material, it's thicker, all that stuff, but 50 bucks for t-shirts, crazy. Second down at AR, Niners going to the I form. Hand off McCaffrey, squeezing his way through the middle, spinning his way for a gain of 4. Good run there by CMC. I'm glad that man got out of his hellhole place of Carolina. Although him and Bryce Young might be nice. As we get the 2-minute warning from Pittsburgh. Steelers on top early, 7-0. Still a lot of football to be played, but I don't think the score is going to fluctuate very much. Brock Purdy trying to hurry up. The Steelers secondary is in shambles right now. Trying to move around quickly as they're going to blitz off the edge. Purdy going to throw to the backfield there. CMC wide open, exiting out of bounds after a gain of 4. That was a very interesting play, I can't lie. I thought for sure that'd be a breakaway because all the pressure coming from one side. Not in Madden, though. Never, never, never. Brock Purdy and the Niners trying to tie things or at least get on the board before the break as he will flush out left and then throw away right. Almost look realistic, yeah. See, I like that, maybe once every drive the defense will get mixed up, or once every half or something like that. Like, there will be miscommunication in the secondary. Like, I want there to be that realism. I wish intelligence was a Madden player stat in this game. 3rd down and 6. The terrible Towels are out in Pittsburgh. Trying to get their defense to get a stop. It will not happen yet. Ayuk on the sideline. Gains 10. Brandon Ayuk is a very hit-or-miss player, in my opinion. Forget what year it was. Maybe 2021 or 2020. He had a great season. The year after, he was... Oof. Purdy back to the gun after the first down completion. Here comes the pressure. Brock Purdy throwing right side. That's somehow hauled in for a gain of 8. Can only see the hands of Brandon Ayuk. That's actually Deebo Samuel. Not sure why the camera was on him, but give him the spotlight for the previous play, I suppose. And we will have a booth review. This is absolutely useless. I'm skipping it. And it's incomplete. All right, cool. That changes absolutely nothing for me. Oh, yeah, realistic. Of course, of course. Of course, man. You know the drill. Minute 44 left for the Niners. It is 2nd and 10. Still have all 3 timeouts remaining. Purdy, here comes the blitz in a heap. Got the screen away to McCaffrey, but he is shut down. That's a big-time tackle from Keanu Neal. Had to be made, and it was. McCaffrey would probably still be running if that tackle wasn't made. Had blockers out there, and when McCaffrey gets loose, he can go. 3rd down and 12, no huddle here for the Niners after the loss of 2 on the screen pass. Brock Purdy across the middle to McCaffrey, making a good move into Steeler territory. However, looking like another Niner punt on the way. We'll see who decides to take the timeout at 1 minute and 1 second. And nobody. Surprising. All right, then. San Francisco will punt as expected. Steelers have been getting the job done at the last breath of defense. That punt is shanked out of bounds left side to the 19-yard line. So what could Kenny Pickett do with 34 seconds? And all 3 timeouts as you see Harris's stats today. 7 yards per carry. Never going to complain about a stat like that. That kiddo across the field, yeah, probably. Seems about accurate. Yeah, still no chilly message. Bro will show up to every game except for his own teams and then complain about the result. Like, bro, okay. 34 seconds left in the first half. Kenny Pickett with 3 timeouts looking to get their lead added to here as Fred Warner is going to deny that opportunity. Looking like Pittsburgh is going to let the clock run to the second half and can't really complain about their defense. 0 points against with a high-powered offense in McCaffrey, Kittle, and Deebo Samuel. Never going to want to complain about that. 2nd down and 8, last play here of the first half. Pickett, step it up, throw it across the middle. That was nearly intercepted, and that could have been 7 points the other way for Fred Warner. He has been everywhere. He's been involved in every Steeler offensive play today. That is how lethal of a middle linebacker that man is. That brings us to the second half with the Niners to receive. We just got through the first half in 22 minutes. That's actually pretty impressive. Granted, there weren't a lot of clock stoppages because, well, everybody was punting the football. That is deserved to lose if he doesn't enter the stream. I agree with that statement. I concur. And you know what? Kind of hope so, though. I don't know what bro is doing, but it is what it is. Chris Boswell on for the kickoff. Niners trailing by a touchdown. Looking to erase the deficit on this drive, starting with the Ray McLeod return, and no special team corps is going to know him better than his own team. That return barely getting to the 19-yard line. Out comes Purdy. I think his luck is going to run out this season, unfortunately. I loved watching him play last year, but Mr. Irrelevant can only succeed for so long before the last pick of the NFL draft ruins him. San Francisco shut out in the first half. We expected a defensive game, but still 7-0. Pretty low scoring for both these teams as Ayuk going to take a jet sweep touch pass for 8 yards. Purdy has still been decently accurate today. I mean, you can't really complain about his accuracy. He's been doing his part. Problem is the gains are just too short. Not enough running after the catch. Not enough running the football in general. Ayuk gains 8 on the touch pass. Little jet sweep action. Pittsburgh only going to rush 3, and so McCaffrey going to take a handoff, gaining 2. We're getting the ball more than Deebo. Yeah, that seems to happen in these Madden sims, and I don't understand why. But you're absolutely right. Ayuk, he could definitely play that role, but just not on the Niners. Any other team, that would work. San Francisco is just wide back university. It's an interesting feat. Another Christian McCaffrey first down. He has been churning them out left and right here for this offense. As Purdy going to take a read option, and that's going to get blown up at the line of scrimmage. Not sure what the Niners expected there. Cole Holcomb, the former Commander, on the tackle. Another offseason signing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Big acquisition at middle linebacker since the Steelers had to get rid of Miles Jack. Who remembers him in 2017 Saxonville, man? What a team, what a player. Brock Purdy's read option does not fool the Steeler defense. It is 2nd and 10. Here comes pressure. Pass left side. A wide open is Deebo Samuel as he's got a gain of over a dozen. Deebo might be wide receiver too. You're not wrong. Although the way that these rosters are set up, it's actually very smart. They don't put them in order of overall. They put them in order of wide receiver 1, 2, and 3 so that they can play the X, Y, and slot receivers and all that jazz, which I think is pretty nice. Under 4 to go now in the third quarter. Niners have been piecing together a pretty good drive here as Purdy going to take another read option. This time kind of fools the Steeler defense, but not Cole Holcomb, who was the quarterback spy. If you guys couldn't tell, this playbook is set up for Trey Lance, so kind of forgot about that. That's why this is all happening. Now 2nd down and 7 from the Niner 46-yard line. Handoff here to Ayuk, bouncing out right. He will not get past TJ Watt. Chat, TJ Watt or Myles Garrett? What do we think? What are we thinking here? Personally, I think TJ Watt's the better player, but Garrett's the better edge player. 3rd and 5, 3 receivers left, 1 right. As we're going to have a false start penalty. Steelers defense, wow, draws them pretty well, more than any other team I would imagine. TJ Watt is quite literally listed as a left outside linebacker. Myles Garrett is the better edge rusher, 100%. You're going to see it this year when he gets freed up with Za'Darius Smith playing up on the other side of it. 3rd down and 10 after the false start penalty. Steeler defense getting in the head of this Niner offensive line. And so Brock Purdy with an empty backfield. Throwing across the middle. Got Samuel. Going to have to break a tackle. He is close, but not there. It'll be 4th and 1. Stats show. Well, yeah, the pick-me stats show. What the stats don't show is the double and triple team rate that Myles Garrett leads in the NFL and has for the last couple of seasons. Well, for the 3rd time today, the Niners have gotten into Steeler territory and have had to punt the football. I don't understand why they're not going for it on 4th and 1. But that punt is going to pin the Steelers inside their own 5 down to the 3. Another great punt. Well, Wisnowski's getting his money's worth today. Or I would say rather the organization's getting their money's worth paying him. But I'm sick and tired of Niner punts, man. Somebody go for it. Do something exciting. As soon as Chili shows up, they're going to show up on offense too. Pittsburgh pinned back to their own 3-yard line. Don't want to take the first safety of the season here as Pickett is going to roll left, step it up, throwing on the run. Downfield, he's got Pickens in stride. He lost the football. That's knocked out by Fred Warner, and Olin Burks on the recovery. Ooh. We said Fred Warner's the best middle linebacker for a reason. From behind the punch out. What a play from Fred Warner. That was realistic. That was actually good. I didn't know that animation existed, and I'm happy. That's the Marlon Humphrey punch out right there, man. Scripps that turnover. It was due. San Francisco placing the trust in their defense, and they got the job done, forcing the fumble. Setting up their next drive from the 25 of Pittsburgh. Purdy rolling left, and it's incomplete. Yeah, that's a pretty good animation, actually. Can't lie. I wonder how you program something like that. Like, what kind of commands do you tell a computer? Hard to tell. Steelers looking like they're going to rush 4 on 2nd and 10. Handoff here to Ayuk up the middle, and he lost the football, picked up by Pittsburgh. Back and forth we go. Another fumble. This one from Ayuk, forced by TJ Watt. 2 superstars forcing fumbles. Recovered by Larry Ogunjobi. All right, Scripps said we were not due for a turnover, so they're going to reverse it with another one. Love the way Madden thinks. Yeah, Debo's going to the house there. This Niners offense has something wrong with them, man. Like, I don't understand it. 2 turnovers in 3 plays, and the Steelers, back where they would have been a couple of plays ago, Here's Pickett on the screen to Harris, who is spun down the backfield by Eric Armstead. Still no sight of Javon Hargrave, who is going to be absolutely dominant. I don't think there's an offensive line in the league, besides maybe like Philadelphia or Cleveland, that can actually block this Niners D-line. Pickett in the shotgun after the screen goes for 2 to Harris. What will the Steelers offense cook up here? A pass across the middle. There's Freiermuth. He's going to be inches short of the line of game. Chiefs O-line, maybe. Did they draft anything, or did they pick anybody up in the offseason? Because I feel like their tackles were pretty weak last year. 3rd and inches for Pittsburgh. Again, 2 receivers to either side here. Has a pass out of the backfield, too much for Najee. Oh, Kenny Pickett. Oh, Kenneth Pickington. They did? Okay. That's good. The line's good now. I trust. Presley Harvin III on for another punt. Game of tug-of-war here. As he gets this one away, another booming punt. Return taken from the 17 is a lethal stiff arm from Ray McLeod. That's definitely aggravation for not being on the roster anymore. I mean, yeah, fair enough. We saw what happened to Mahomes in Super Bowl 55, though. That man was running for his life in the backfield. Oh, I'd like to see some points here. Maybe San Francisco, even a field goal would do at this point. I mean, humor me, do something. Almost 3 full quarters in, San Francisco still not on the board. Can Brock Purdy chain together a touchdown drive, starting with a pass to the right side, which is hauled in by Juwan Jennings. And we get an injured offensive lineman who just now has the adrenaline wearing off. It's an elbow injury, which means he's going to walk into the locker room holding his wrist. Oh, definitely. Actually, IRL, I picked the Steelers to win this game. If you guys check my short today, I did the Niners season predictions. Brock Purdy back to the gun on 2nd and 4. Handoff to Ayuk, trying to get the edge, and the Steeler defense is being patient. But they're pouncing on every tackle possible. Shandon Sullivan on the tackle. Big time 3rd and 5 here for the Niners. What will likely be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Can Purdy convert? As Mr. Irrelevant 2022 being flushed and has to get rid of it. It exists, yeah, I just made it probably 3 hours ago. Had them going 13 and 4 with losses to the Steelers, the Eagles, the Jaguars, and the Commanders. Another punt for Mr. Wisnowski. May as well sign this man to a max contract. Getting this one away. Olszewski on the return from the 30 up the middle to the 38-yard line, bringing us to the 4th and final quarter from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And out comes Kenny Pickett. So here's what the script has in store. Punt here. Niners tie it up a 7 apiece, and then Kenny Pickett, his 2-minute drill, is going to lead a touchdown drive. Final score 14-7 Pittsburgh. It'll be a good one. Final quarter of action from Pittsburgh on week 1 of the first NFL Sunday. Head up to Harris up the middle with a lot of room to run as he sheds one tackle to the Niner 45. So they're going to be disappointed in the script, yeah. I have a feeling if that man comes in here now, he's just going to turn the stream off. So I don't even know if I should wake the beast at this point. Man's going to be fuming. In the shotgun is Kenny Pickett. Pittsburgh looking to go up 2 possessions. Here comes Bosa off the edge. Pickett step it up and get a takeoff, sliding down at the 41. See, there's always these animations where, like, the defender has to hesitate, and then they, like, pounce on the defender, like, tag him down. Like, he can't hit the fake slide anymore, bro. That's not going to happen. That was still a 200 IQ play from him in college. Now 2nd down and 6. Pittsburgh trying to get in Boswell's range, which they're approaching it rapidly. Pickett Handing off here to Harris up the middle, splitting defenders, an impressive first down carry. Hafunga on the tackle once again, in my opinion, one of the most underrated safeties in the NFL. Niners defense is stacked, but when your offense puts up 0 points, it is physically impossible to win games. Kenny Pickett back in the gun. Another handoff here to Najee Harris. Why not? Keep feeding the beast. A gain of 6. He has been nice today. Oh, but I'm getting very frustrated by this Niner offense. This game is going to be unwatchable on the highlights, but who cares? It's defensive football. From the San Francisco 29-yard line now. Kenny Pickett looking to pass. Here comes Bosa off the blind side. Pickett somehow got it away as Harris knocked down at the 27. Najee's going to be good. I said it a couple years ago. His rookie season, I said that the year after he had potential to be top 5. I don't think he was top 5, but he's got top 5 potential if he could be utilized correctly. I feel like Pittsburgh should go back to being a run-first offense like they were with Le'Veon Bell. 3rd and 2, it's a big-time third down. Niners defense needing a stop. Najee Harris up the middle is going to deny that and more down to the 11. Well, you see, how do I say this without getting my channel terminated? The quarterback is the same skin complexion as him, so I'm not too sure that would work. Obviously running joke, but you get what I'm throwing down here. Under 3 to go in the 4th quarter. Pittsburgh chewing clock and probably going to take another run, and they will. There's Fred Warner. Knew what was coming and initiated another TFL. Cards Commanders going to be better than this? I agree. Like I said, it's the games that you don't expect to be good that are always good. They're going to be shootouts. I mean, last year, Dolphins-Jets with Zach Wilson, nobody would have thought that had been a shootout, but it was. As we hit the 2-minute warning from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which might be renamed Heinz very soon, if what I'm hearing is correct. 2nd down and 11 on the flip side of the 2-minute warning. Kenny Pickett will hand up to Najee Harris. Right side he goes, trying to take the edge. There's Hafunga. Timeout, San Francisco. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting, I think. Is that what's tomorrow, by the way? I don't even remember. I feel like it's tomorrow's game. I don't remember for sure. I have such a bad memory. It is. And then Packers-Bears Saturday. That'll be a good little Saturday game. Good old rivalry. Should see some old faces back in chat. Niners down to their final 2 timeouts. It's 3rd down and 8. Handoff to Najee Harris running over defenders, and it's 4th and 1. Thought he got the first down there, not going to lie. Now, will the Steelers go for it? It would be very stupid to do so, but something tells me Madden's just in the mood. It would be utterly stupid to go for it here, might I remind you, chat. And they're going to go for it. 4th down and 1. Pittsburgh going to go for it, so the Niners will have life if they can get a stop here. Harris in the backfield. Pickett, hand off Najee Harris, and he is shut down. Turnover on downs. Fred Warner. I told you to kick it. You always kick. Why would you not go up 2 possessions? The duality of man. Go for it. Why the hell would we go for it? Oh, man. So somehow the Niners have life, down 7 with 1 timeout remaining. It's 2-minute drill time for Brock Purdy. Handoff here. McCaffrey, look out! That's barely not going to be a safety. Oh, that should have been 100%. Oh, man, he barely made it out. I'm talking pubic hair length he made it out by. CMC nearly taking a safety. Now the Niners going to have to go 99 yards as Purdy across the middle has got Ayuk a little breathing room. That was dangerous. But, I mean, it's 4-down territory. They're not in any hurry either. They got to go. They have to go 90 yards with 1 timeout. Like, they got to get on their horse. No huddle once again. It's 3rd down and 3. 1 minute to go from Pittsburgh. Purdy going to air it out deep right side. It's incomplete. And that means it's 4th down. Incoming Brock Purdy 90-yard touchdown pass. It's so due. It is absolutely due. Do or die here for the San Francisco 49ers. 4th down and 3 from their own 10-yard line. Brock Purdy. Throw left side, incomplete. It's knocked down, and the Steelers take over. Oh, man, I'm going to have a migraine just off of this defense alone. Incoming Steeler touchdown for no reason. That's why you go for it. Right, of course. Pittsburgh going to start kneeling, thank God. That might not have been a very long game, but that was a very draining game. That was like matching the last 10 minutes of yesterday's Titans-Saints game. Ayuk selling the whole game. Not even his fault, to be honest. Oh, he did lose the fumble. That's true. That is actually his fault. I stand corrected. Whatever. It was a defensive game, like I said, but still, one touchdown is absolutely bewildering. As we'll have our second of 3 kneel downs. There's number 2. Interesting game, though. Steelers start 1-0 as I predicted, or I will predict IRL. Typical Steelers Week 1 BS. They beat the Bengals last year in Cincy and the Bills the year before in Buffalo. Pittsburgh just can't lose in Week 1. I don't understand how or why, but it's true. Matter of fact, last time they probably didn't win a game would have been 2018 when they tied the Browns opening week. Crazy but true. As the clock will expire from Pittsburgh, the Steelers pitch a shutout in a defensive dominant game. They will win this one 7-0 with a Week 1 upset over the San Francisco 49ers. Well, we're done here. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Join me tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern for Cardinals Commanders. It's always those sneaky games that are the best. Remember, Washington was the last undefeated team last season. Can they replicate it this year? Find out tomorrow. I'll see you.